All right, guys. Oh, sorry. Okay. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the stream. This is Veveil with Eyze. We're casting through here. You got the game starting off already. The matchup is Shimmerpack versus an interesting one. Bloodright Callus aggro.
Yeah. Callus has been around for actually a fairly decent amount of time. Starting from back in the closed beta days, where I had seen it on ladder and kept losing to it, feeling really bad about myself, to now being a legitimately viable deck. The deck itself runs off like the signature Bloodright Callus, which is sacrifice your whole board, but get +2/+2 for each creature that is sacrificed this way.
Yeah, it's a deck that, much like Elysian Shimmerpack, kind of looks to go wide and benefit from doing so. But the way it like leverages all the units it plays is very different, because it's basically trying to build like a giant Callus, like a 16/16 Callus is not out of question.
The poor AltDelete has stuck on his incredibly important sigil to actually cast Bloodright Callus.
Yeah, which I imagine he would happily have done so. I assume like as soon as he hits 3 power, he's just gonna snap past the Callus. I mean, he doesn't have other options, but even if he did, this is a fine Callus. It's a 6/6 and it cycles your Wisp for you.
His hand also has 2 Smuggler Stash, which lets him just brings the Callus back again and again. And the interesting part about Callus is that it keeps the buffs from the void back into your hand.
That's correct, yeah. So you can create, I mean, honestly, you can see like a 30/30 weapon or something.
Yeah,
but
that's how they usually win.
But to go into a bit more detail, so the problem with the 30/30 weapon is that this is Elysian Shimmerpack, and Elysian Shimmerpack is like stuffed with just terrible units that all replace themselves. So you may never actually get to hit, Rubik with the weapon.
Hilarious enough, Rubik's version of Shimmerpack is actually like a Elysian mid-range Shimmer mixed with like this combination of Shimmerpack. So actually, a lot of his creatures like False Prince, Dawnwalker, and Circle are actually really good targets for a weapon.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, he's not really benefiting from his variant right now. Like a lot of the all his unique cards like Sorso they kind of play into what Bloodright Callus is doing.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if that matters. But for now, I mean, we got the classic Flood versus Screw situation, because Rubik's sitting on a healthy 8 power to his opponent's 2.
I mean, Rubik also has this amazing card called False Prince that is a 5 mana Overwhelm.
Yeah,
5/5 Overwhelm for a mere 3 mana.
You got a Permafrost on a Dark Wisp, which I imagine was going to go under the bus if he didn't Permafrost it. So,
oh yeah.
So here's my question to you: do you annihilate your own Dark Wisp here, just to cycle?
I kind of want to. I'm getting desperate enough. But on the other hand, it's like you lose the.
He just drew Torch, so I think he's going to be okay. Because the thing is that Rubik is flooded to the point of basically he's just flooded the Obscenity at this point. He has 9 power, which honestly is not too uncommon with Shimmerpack, because as I was saying, we have so much air in the deck, like so many creatures that just go get a land, go draw a random card and so on, and they have irrelevant bodies on their own. So yeah, Torch takes care of the False Prince. I imagine he just drops the friendly Wisp here. I don't know. He's gonna save it so that he can sequence it with a 5 power creature. I think that's a good play. It's like nice discipline. Scorpion Wasp, not really a good card in this matchup.
None of these cards are. So a philosophy about Mana Screw versus Mana Flood is that as soon as the Mana Screwed player breaks out of being in Mana Screw, the Mana Screw player is in a much bigger advantage, because there's just so many good cards that this Mana Screw player has relative to the flooded player who's basically on the whims of the top of the deck.
Yeah, it's not particularly deceptive either. I mean, just look at his hand. Like if he casts every card in his hand, we're talking about he could play. He's got 3 Smuggler Stashes and 2 Bloodright Calluses, okay, and also 2 Recalculators. Like that means he could play 90 power worth of Bloodright Callus this game. I don't. I don't even know what to make of this. This is wild. I can't believe he still doesn't draw of it. I would certainly cast Combust here. Just Combust, kill the Amber Acolyte.
That draw. Wow. Ooh, that's.
This is. I mean, there's such a thing as like discipline, but still, I mean, like you already have 2 Annihilates, you know, and now he's moving to discard as well, so he has to pitch one of the Smuggler stashes.
Yeah, you pitch one of the 3 stashes that you're not gonna cast.
I mean, you're not gonna cast all 3 stashes. That'd be wild. Zen and Obelisk. That's a strong draw. All right, now all these terrible creatures are suddenly relevant, or sorry, units. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, bash 2/4 decides not to bash. Kind of interesting.
Interesting. I would have annihilated if Amber Acolyte.
Yeah, it's just more damage because you're gonna be annihilating the. You have 2 annihilates. I agree. You're just giving away 1 life. Ooh, Seed of Chaos.
That's not this.
That is. I would say it's medium tilt. So 4/3 gets taken out by Combust. Probably should happen last turn, but he's gonna draw. Hopefully, there's some power somewhere in his deck. I hope he forgot to put. Maybe he forgot to put power in his deck, right? Can you see his deck list?
I mean, I think he has 25.
I mean, there is an enforced minimum in this game. You cannot forget. But I mean, you wouldn't know that by watching this though.
Oh man, the second seed of
chaos. I don't know. I thought like if he had like if I was him, I would be saying to myself, if I had a realistic game, that's exactly what I've been saying right now. Because pretty unlucky.
I actually think he can still come back from this. Like you combust the friendly wisp, annihilate the initiate, and like you can next turn start dropping out recogulators.
Yeah,
that'll give you a really good chance of like getting a good Callus out because
I see what you mean. Yeah, if Rubik's keeps bricking, I mean, he's drawn like relevant spells now, starting with the Xenopolis, but he bricked a lot to even get into this spot.
Yeah, he's already in double perm. That's not a card.
It's the exact opposite of a brick. It is a 7/9 or 7/8. Sorry,
it is.
Assembly Line's got some trumping to do.
I mean, to be fair, AltDelete will never run out of trumps.
I guess like if he had played the Recognitor too, he would have died on the spot to Permafrost, which I assume AltDelete is. You know, he has to assume that Rubik's has Permafrost because he hasn't played anything.
Yeah,
and he's already played quite a few lands as well. So, you just drop the 3/3. Wait, next turn, go for the Permafrost on the tokens because why not?
What another good combust. You don't want to. Yeah,
I mean, I guess you just combust the Titan, Callus away the. No, you don't Callus away. That's a 2/2. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I was thinking Callus for a second. I was thinking it started 2, now it starts at 0/0. So this is a.
No, it's dead. It's still game.
Yeah. I mean,
he only has 2 annihilates, so he couldn't really draw the 3rd one for the Titan, which was kind of.
I mean, it was. That we were saying things. The game was decided. You know, that was bizarre. Like the Flood Screw Pendulum needed to swing a little bit harder in his direction. You know, because honestly, if he had drawn lands like or drawn power about 2 turns ago, he probably could have won that game just by like brute forcing through the Callus. But he ended up bricking too many times. So let's take a look at their sideboards really quick. So as the winner of the game, Rubik will be there's no play draw, right? It's just random every time.
Yeah, it's just random.
Okay, thank you. So he has Lightning Storm on the board, which I imagine comes in because it's insane against the go wide token strategy. Stormlinks blocks extremely well, which he has 4 copies each. I imagine he boards in all of these.
Mm-hmm.
He has Marison's Disciple, Crystallize, Polymorph, Proxys Displacer.
Everything just looks so good.
I mean, they're all just good cards. I mean, Polymorph. Does Polymorph look good to you?
Polymorph, I think, is the worst one out of.
Yeah, I think you want to get Permafrost out of the deck because if your opponent has a realistic draw, he's going to be sacrificing his creatures for value anyways, and then Permafrost just doesn't do anything.
You want those Permafrosts out, the Polymorph out, and it's just like you have so many good cards against this matchup, but like it's really hard to say like which one you put in.
Yeah, I feel
like you definitely put
Dawnwalker's like Dawnwalker is not great. I feel like you Dawnwalker should go for the better reactive cards, and I feel like all the filler, like all the Temple Scribe, Amber Acolyte, Tiller's Favorite, all the filler is great. I guess Friendly Wisp gets a bit worse when you cut the Dawnwalkers, so maybe you trim on those. But honestly, Friendly Wisp, in the way the matchup is sculpted right now, does not get picked off for free in any sense. He has to spend a real card to kill it. I guess it dies to the Callus, but
Like that's still that's like a callous attack on a 1/1, which is in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I guess like the callus, if he actually gets to assemble the callus, will dominate his smaller creatures anyways. But at the same time, there should be so many of them that. So he's cutting a smuggler. So we're looking at how he's sporting right now. He's sporting in ruins, trimmed a smuggler stash. Most everything else seems similar. Keeping in the combust, of course.
Yeah.
He's at 80 cards right now, so he's like just trying to figure out what to cut. Like, he knows what he wants in, but he doesn't know what comes out necessarily. He's boarded in plagues as well to fight back against his own, filler creatures.
He also has to board in the Bandit Queen because on the off chance like the Callus strat doesn't pan out, he needs to. He has so many tokens. He can just Bandit Queen like this for a really good swing. Because
yeah. Because there's gonna be a board stall, and Bandit Queen offers a way to push through, and either like force a bunch of chump blocks or a lot of damage.
Yep.
So we're going into game two. Game two starting up. Well, not quite starting up. There, almost. Here we go. Here's game two. All right. So Rubik's will be on the play with Elysian. I like the hand by AltDelete. I think this is a keep. It's not amazing, but I think Plague's one of your best cards, and so is Champion. And then
I kind of don't like that because it's like it has so little early game.
I suppose, but I feel like if you understanding, like from what I understand the matchup is not inherently good for you, and just spiking like a Champion of Chaos, and also you have to assume that Permafrost has come out of the deck as well.
Yeah.
So Champion of Chaos has a higher chance of just running away with the game. But we're gonna see a classic Titan versus Champion Chaos. Blood Ray Callus looking real bad right now.
I mean that's the disadvantage of you running a card like that. Sometimes it bricks and sometimes it goes off.
It's very synergistic. So right now he has the option to equip a 3-mana 0/0 weapon. Now if he casts that Annihilate, man, that'd be crazy. There's a Titan coming.
I honestly want to put the Shadow. Yeah.
Just play Champion. I would have played it as a 4/4, but just play the the Shadow Sigil.
Interesting to keep the. I think keeping the Dawnwalker kind of makes sense because putting like when any of your big creatures bring back a Dawnwalker, Callus has a really difficult time of like hitting face if Dawnwalker keeps coming back.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, the it's always an extra body, so you have to take 4 over and over. Wears down your Callus really quickly. Also, if I assume he left in Friendly Wisp as well, and Dawnwalker is a key part of getting your Friendly Wisp to actually trigger.
In Friendly Wisp doesn't actually trigger off Dawnwalker.
You're right. It's 5 power. I mean, I'm sorry about that.
Friendly Wisp triggers. I mean, it's good when they both trigger at the same time, but
you're right. You're right. Actually, though, he has a Zen Obelisk and he plays the Dawnwalker, it'll trigger. Right?
That feels really bad into the Plague.
Yeah, it's a good Plague.
No, don't Annihilate. Just Plague.
Looking at it, I would take this Plague. This Plague looks good. You Plague, bash, put the Grenadins out, put yourself in a position to. Okay. Ooh. I guess he's thinking about Scouting Party rather than Sandstorm Titan.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what he's holding the Plague for. But see, my problem with that sort of line is that Zen and Obelisk is a card. They run 4 copies usually.
Yeah, it's like as soon as they get one Obelisk out, the Plagues always look awful.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, here's a bunch of Yeti spies instead of tutus, but they're still Yeti spies. You're still gonna get like robbed by Yetis. So we got a Sandstorm Titan brings the friend back.
He's giving you the chance to play again.
Yeah. Dude. I mean, we can. I guess here. So now we cast the Plague. Well, better late than never, I guess. Yeah. We offer the sad trade, or
I mean
on the Shimmerpack, I just accept the trade, right?
I think I want to go for it. Like if I'm trying to swing in, I would have traded the Titan I would have tried to trade in the Champion for the Titan because I have a stash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
kind of weird. I mean, maybe what he wants to do is he needs to keep the body so he can Callus away the Titan and then stash everything back and then restart the process. But if he offers the trade now, he can build a 4/4 Callus and then get back the Champion and rebuild the Callus later.
Yeah. I guess, I think it was like you could do. As a cat, like if I was playing in AltDelete scenario, I would have just like offer the trade and try to like kill off, like instead of trying to get like the biggest callus possible, I would try to just get like extra value off my callus.
I feel like he's getting paid off here though.
Yeah.
So that turn by Rubik was quite weak. I'm kind of surprised he played the the obelisk over playing the second Titan.
The second
This
Titan
puts him in this puts him in a great situation because he can callus away the other Titan now. And the Recogulator should prevent like Temple Scribe from mobbing the weapon away as well.
Would you also play the Initiate? I feel like interesting.
There's a bit of like Nambo. There's a Nambo with his own lightning, which he assumes he's primed to cast. But at the same time, I probably would have because I have to. My role assessment is that Lightning Storm is not particularly useful. He picks off the Zenon Obelisk. I don't like this timing, by the way. I feel like Ruin is a massive blowout. You should try to wait till the sizing difference affects combat.
Yeah, I think that turn, like the Temple Scribe definitely would have swung in if it was a 2/2, and you could have ruined and got a free kill.
Yeah, just eat the Scribe. And against Shimmerpack, every little free kill matters, because these creatures will eventually be 4/4 dinosaurs.
I think like letting that Temple Scribe live is a lot worse than it should be.
Yeah, so it's interesting. We disagreed with his his usage of Annihilate, but his other plays have really caught him up in this game. He's made quite a stand because he's down to one card, but Smuggler Stash is going to rebuy quite a bit.
I think.
I imagine so. He has if he plays Sandstorm Titan, he certainly doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to offer it to the Callus. I suppose the play then is Initiate plus Dawnwalker.
I think you could just play Marisons and make a Locust, and that forces the Callus to target the Locust.
I suppose, but I mean, if you play Dawnwalker Initiate, then the Callus either kills the Dawnwalker, which has Overwhelm on the next turn, or he just tramples over or overwhelms next turn.
I guess playing Dawnwalker is the same thing, and you could save the Marison trigger for something else.
Yeah, I feel like Marison is it's just a more powerful card. Like the Locust can do some great things in a long game, and he also may not know about a Smuggler Stash. Like he certainly doesn't know it's the last card in his hand, so he might be making short-term plans like we'll just push through this Callus and then we should be good, not realizing that Callus is going to be coming back better than ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so he attacks a Recog. I guess he's just gonna pick off the Dawnwalker here. Yeah.
He kind of has to pick off the Dawnwalker. He doesn't really have a better.
Well, I mean, yeah, he has to in a sense. I mean, you can pick off the Initiate, but I guess Initiate doesn't really do anything. Like it would let him cast Shimmerpack with drop number 7 Shimmerpack, but Shimmerpack right here isn't particularly impressive. And I mean, obviously he doesn't have Shimmerpack, but I'm saying from AltDelete's end, he'd be considering this sort of thing. Yeah. So he gets a Scorpion, very good choice. Trades with the champion, of course. There's a bit of a board stall. There's no good attacks. It's just gonna be the end of his turn. Torch is a great draw for obvious reasons. Picks up the Scorpion. I don't think we need a Torch though, right? Just cast.
No, I think you just stash now. Like it's
yeah. I mean, he's checking his Void. He has he has only one weapon, of course, but you can rebuy Grenade and Drone plus Champion of Chaos. It's a solid, draw 3 cards. And the Callus, of course, is a 6/6 permanently right now.
Yeah, that's it's 3 cards drawn here is like really strong. I just do it.
Yeah, I mean, because the reason to torch is just I'm just gonna torch now. I'm gonna push damage, but the option will still be around next turn. I think, okay, I actually, hold up. I think he might be right here by attacking, because what he's doing is he's going to rebuy 2 champions instead of just a Grenade and Drone plus champion. And then he has Torch for later use.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a much better play too, because also this means, so when he casts Callus next turn, he can sacrifice these drones and then play the champions after the Callus, instead of having to sacrifice a champion to a Callus to get the Callus started.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just take double champions.
Oh, snap double champions. That's why you did this. If he doesn't take double champions, then I don't know what to make of it. But yeah, so that was a really good play. He set himself up really well. So yeah, he can get his 10-10 or 10-10 Callus next turn, pick off infinite 1/1s, then play 2 champions next turn if he draws a power. And as you can see, Rubik's hand is just ill-equipped to fight right now. I think he might even be casting Lightning Storm just to hold off the Callus, but that's not going to get him anywhere.
I think it's really hard because you want a Lightning Storm to not let the Callus throw, but if you Lightning Storm, there's no board left.
And honestly,
you know it's a 6/6.
Yeah, I mean, the only way. Okay, so So hear me out. So he might not. What if he's not considering that it's a 6/6, and then he just goes Lightning Storm, cast Sandstorm Titan? Because if you know it's a 6/6, then you can't do that because that's even worse than just doing nothing. You know.
Yeah.
So obviously they're gonna get in. He's not gonna trade. He has Callus in hand, so he casts it. Yeah. I don't think he realizes this, or if he does, he's just. I don't know, man.
Oh, it brings back a Dawnwalker.
It does, but even then, your Titan's still getting picked off for free.
Yeah, there's a torch.
There's a torch, yeah. I just let the Callus rip. Yeah, Callus, kill the Titan, torch the Dawnwalker.
Or just Callus champion. Like, how's the 4/1 gonna get past that? Oh no, you don't have the mana, right? Because you don't. It's right. It was a Stonescar banner, so you don't get the extra mana. Whoops, my bad. So on Rubik's side, when he had a choice of playing a Seed of Wisdom or a Primal Sigil, I really actually like the fact that he plays the Primal Sigil. This is like a personal thing, but whenever you played the Seed of Wisdom, like if you play the Seed of Wisdom and it comes in undepleted, you're giving away that the other card in your hand is a Primal Sigil.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was going to say that earlier too. It's like also whenever you cast Amber Acolyte, you should always let's say you have a power, right? And you have Amber Acolyte, just cast the Amber Acolyte, then play a power. So conceal that you make it look like you needed the power from Amber Acolyte.
Yep.
Same kind of idea. Just yeah, so this game's kind of a runaway though. As I said, that Callus interaction put him really far ahead.
Yeah, that is now eating him into basically victory, I'm pretty sure.
Like I still don't agree with the Annihilate, but I think after the Annihilate, AltDelete extremely well.
Yeah, the trading into champion was a super smart play.
Yeah.
Because realistically,
you're just like set up like, yeah, just cast it. It's good enough, right? He's like, no, I'll just offer this terrible looking trade and then get him. And on his end too, like what is he supposed to do to play on that? Just not trade with the 4/4 trample deadly or 4/4 overwhelm deadly. It's just the thing, like so many magic terms today. It was like the 10th magic term. I caught you doing it too. So
yeah, I've done at least several. It's like snap correct. I snap correct myself, but it's like this game is so similar to Magic. I just like sometimes I forget it's not Magic.
It feels futile. Oh man, I wish he had he's typing up Frost to go more than permafrost. Oh, they probably can't see that. We're just looking. I see Rhyme Scale Draconis. I'm just like, yeah, bring it in, man. Looks really good.
Oh yeah,
it's not in his sideboard. It's not even legal. It's just in his search, and I'm just showing my appreciation for Rhyme Scale Draconis. That card is super sweet.
Card is super sweet.
I don't think I've ever beat that card in draft.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Miller's getting the okay about Magic words screwing up. It's probably fine.
Okay, I don't think it's like it's not profanity. I mean, it's like Magic. It's not sacrilege to say it. It's just a lot of people would have come from this game from Magic, I believe.
I mean, like if it's Hearthstone time, I could also randomly say Charge every once in a while, right?
Yeah, Charge. Death. I said Death Rattle. Actually, I said it once.
Oh man. Oh, Battle Cratchers. All sorts of glory. I think Alt-Hand is an automatic ship.
Yeah, I think one of my stream seems behind. It's interesting. Yeah, so we got a hand of we got Rubik's hand on the screen. Or not Rubik's hand, sorry, we have AltDelete's hand. What do you make of this hand? I see 2 Suffocates, a Plague, and a Spuggo Stash. I see a Snap Redraw. Yeah, that's way too reactive. Like Suffocate is a marginal card here. On Rubik's end, we have a very good hand with a two cantripping 1/1s into a Sandstorm Titan with a permafrost.
And you get to start with the Initiate. Oh, that feels so good.
Oh, he drew the Initiate?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Initiate into turn 3 Titan is a pretty strong play.
Yeah. He's just carving out. And then on AltDelete's side, well the Titan will be combusted. I think this should be a game. It's like I don't think it's gonna be a runaway Titan game, but honestly, the way AltDelete's deck is constructed, Titan is it's a card against him, but it's not really that amazing. There's a lot of ways he can beat it. He is a bit land short again though.
Oh no, AltDelete.
I don't want to see this again. No, don't Caster's Curse it. He's just gonna miss once. He's just gonna miss once. He's gonna combust this Titan, and everything's gonna be great from that point on.
We're gonna have a great stream. Everyone's gonna be happy. All right. I mean,
you're not permafrosting the Wisp, right?
No, you like the Wisp ultimately doesn't like. You want a hard removal with the Wisp.
Yeah, like I said, there's too many like combustile effects. I was just like throwing it out there because it's like if you were just like not thinking at all, you could do it, but
I mean,
it seems pretty bad. Offering the trade of Temple Scribe. I don't know what to make of like who should be attacking with their throwaway creatures.
Oh,
I don't like attacking with Initiate. I feel like that's wrong. Like, granted, the max power will still says this stream has been dropped.
Yeah, we lost Rubik's stream. Rubik's died a little, but I mean,
oh, we're still live. Okay, sorry, it's just on our end. You guys are good. So, anyways, we just lost his hand for now, but he's back.
Oh, yeah.
So he offers the max power persists, so it's not a big deal. We got 2 Titans. AltDelete has managed to brick again because he chunked with the Dark Wisp to try to find power, and he has not found power, which I think that was a play. That was kind of an undisciplined play. I think jumping with Dark Wisp. I mean, granted, he's got to be kind of frustrated right now because this has happened 2 games, but at the same degree, like Titan is a 4 of. It is a card, and you certainly know that like if you had just waited with the Dark Wisp, you could have combusted the Titan. The 1/1s are not doing any significant degree of damage.
I think I think the Trump block on the Initiate definitely felt wrong.
Well, it's a trade, but I mean, because normally, like in a vacuum, that's a snap trade. You're like, yeah, super happy. I'm trading this card that doesn't exist.
I think it didn't even. I think it was actually an awful trade, even given that scenario, because.
Oh no, in the scenario it was awful. I agree. I'm saying in a vacuum though, if I'm just like a salesman on the street and I'm like, hey, do you want to trade your Dark Wisp for Initiate? You're like, yeah, sure. Draw a card, right?
I think a 4 mana I personally wouldn't even have traded because if the Initiate dies, he still has 4 mana to cast.
Yeah, that's fair. So, I mean, but that's still kind of specific though. So I meant like if he goes like turn 1 Initiate, you go Dark Wisp.
Oh yeah, no, I trade.
Yeah, that's what I meant in a vacuum. Sorry. But yeah, the game is over. Unfortunately, AltDelete both games just could not draw power. Which, I mean, he made a good showing on game 2 as well. So.
Oh, the game 2 looked super sick. He was
just like styling on
back
us.
and forth. There was a really smart play with the champion attacking. Like he like AltDelete has shown like he's a very strong player. It's just sometimes like you get a poor hand and you gotta just accept that and move on with life.
Yeah, I mean, I just think if he had combusted, he still had 3 non-power cards on top of his deck, so the second Titan would have beat him down. But yeah, I just imagine it's harder to do so in that situation, or not. Well, that doesn't make English sense. But what I mean is, in his shoes, it's harder to like make the discipline play because at game 1, like the fatigue of just going through this and drawing like 15 spells and 2 power or something. I don't know. And also the fact that if he trades and then hits, a power. But the problem is that so if he trades, hits a power, and then there's a Titan, right? Like what is his recourse? Because I feel like he's still taking 5 next turn, because he's casting Plague.
Yeah, like even if it was like a Marison's, like that's still you're still like that's a 2/2 and a 3/3. You still rather combust like a 3/3 Overwhelm. Like combusting the Beetle is still significantly better than trading the Initiate.
Yeah, I know that. So, well, just to wrap up with the game, I know we said the matchup looked very one-sided, but honestly, if the draws were like reasonable, the Callus deck really impressed me. It looked much more powerful than I expected it to.
Like the Callus player had like some extremely like unfortunate draws, but like it wasn't like unbearable. It wasn't like the deck was never going to function. It like with even like a slightly better draw, I think the game 3 would have been like much more exciting.
See, that's what I mean. Like it wasn't that Callus was like, oh, it's not a real deck versus a real deck. It was just like, I mean, you can reverse the roles, and then if you draw 15 cards and no power in Shimmerpack, the deck does the same thing. Now, granted, Shimmerpack can't really do that, but like any like Rakano or something, or Stonescar midrange or whatever, like some deck that like has to curve out and like, has cards that cost more than 2. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, that's gonna be it for us for now. I'm Veveil, and I'm casting with Eyze. Thank
Yeah.
you for tuning in, guys.
We're done casting for now. Round 4 to 6 will be another set of casters. Hopefully they do as good a job, better job than us. Actually, we
Hey, man.
were not.
You
We
speak
were
for yourself.
monkeys.
I was great. I was fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's one good caster, one on the stream. In any
Nah,
case,
I mean, whatever. I think it was great. Thanks for casting me, man. Anyways, do you stream on Twitch at all, man? We got a plug. They told us we plug, you know.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to plug ourselves. I don't really stream. I stream under like my stream is Saber, but I don't really stream that often. I do like random variety games instead. So like I'm usually just hanging around on Discord. You can ping me up there.
Okay, cool. Yeah. My stream, like currently my stream right now I haven't streamed it at all. I used to stream under a different handle. I do plan to be to start streaming Eternal a lot, so it'll be twitch.tv/Veveil, just my caster name. Yeah, I'm not bad at this game, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you can't tell that from my casting, but yeah, I do okay. So I do a lot of drafts. Okay. So it'd be more of a draft stream, although I am like masters in rank thanks to the efforts of Frontier Jito and his merry band of goons. But
I play like some mixture of Burn Queen. That was amazing. Anyways, that's it from us.
You get like 3,000 gold in like 2 hours, man. It's great.
Yeah.
Just like games go so fast. I lose. I'm like, wait, just concede. Turn 5. I'm like, oh, he's at 20. Okay, I'm done.
All right, next game.
All right, anyways, thanks, guys. Hopefully I'm on later today. I mean, I know Eyze is gonna go party, so you won't see him, but you'll see me. I got no life, so I'll be here.
Oh yeah. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with another pair of casters.
All right, take care. See you guys.
Bye bye.